Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and welcome back to Sims 4. Now, this is a little different. I'm doing a speed build today with some voiceover, because this is part of a collab with Kanto. She is a sim YouTuber here on YouTube. Um, Basically, I'm building the outside of the house, and she is going to be putting the furniture and decorating it and making it so much better than what I ended up building. So I'm so used to building traditional houses that this one was a little different, and it stumped me for a little bit. So we are basically building it's a it's kind of like a playhouse, where the middle split open and you pull it out and it's all like on one side of a haunted house type thing. Uh, so one side's one. It's kind of like a dollhouse, but Halloween because it's October, so all the spookiness comes out. Um, but yeah, I've been so used to building a normal house that it just took a little bit longer and was a little bit more difficult than I expected. Um, I found a nice picture of a haunted looking house, that had like these fences on the roof that you see, that I'm putting down here, and it it looked good. I did not give it justice because I mean, if you're subscribed, you know that my stuff isn't always that good. If you're coming from Kanto's channel, welcome first. Second off, I'm sorry that this house was not the best. But I need to practice a little bit more. Speed builds aren't really something I do a lot, so it just was something different, and it wasn't the traditional type house. It was a, a creative house, at that. So basically, I made this giant fucking basement in the bottom because I figured a haunted house. What does it need in the basement? No, not a sex dungeon, a but a dungeon of some kind. Um, I mean, I'm not going to judge. It could be a vampire sex dungeon because that could happen in The Sims, but sometimes my own jokes make me laugh. But so I made this giant fucking dungeon in the bottom of the house, and you can't even access the basement. In the house, it's you have to access it through this side little pathway along the side of the house, and like the basement is literally stretched the entire area of the yard. So big ass. I'm just gonna call it a sex dungeon. Um, Vampire sex dungeon hashtag. Um, so basically, the thing was, especially when we get to the front yard, I will get really right like here. I'm really confused, exactly how to make this look the best. I put the little fence out that matched the roof, but then I found this better looking fence, so I put that down. Um, and I put it alongside the little sex dungeon entrance for the vampires to go down and suck some blood or something else, if that's what they please. Maybe a Tootsie Pop. Um, but I'm trying to make the front yard look decent, like a front yard, and kind of spooky, kind of like how the Munsters house was and all. But I'm like, as I'm doing this, because I don't have a front door, it's a little challenging. So I'm trying to make something out of it and trying to connect these things to kind of make this archway type deal. And it just wasn't going. The trees aren't that spooky. I mean, this is the spookiest tree we got, and it looks like this weeping willow type deal. And then we put down a magical stump because nothing says magical stump like spooky October house. And now I'm just because haunted houses and creepy houses, the grass doesn't grow. So I was going through and putting patches of dirt everywhere, trying to make it look patchy. Then I try to make this dirt dry sidewalk type deal. Um, first I picked the wrong dirt, and it was a desert type deal. And now I'm trying to make it sort of look like that uh, Playhouse type deal thing with the edges and all that. So I put that on black, of course, because October, spooky, Halloween, uh, skeletons. Um, but yeah, so I put some tile down. I decided to change that. Fix the top, fix the roof, get that a nice rocky type deal. I understand a seaport on the top window makes it more look like a pirate ship. Windows are not always my best thing. I live in a basement, so I don't have windows, so I really don't know exactly where to put them all the time. Um, Especially on traditional houses, I have some idea, but a rectangle house, I'm lost. Um, but yeah, this is my first speed build, and I was very interested in seeing what I could do. It was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, and I truly am. I'm speechless for those who make these really nice speed builds and all that. I know they probably spent hours on making them, um, but just the concept of making it and all that is just they make some legit looking houses, and I have to give them a round of applause for that. But yeah, I'm sitting here adjusting the uh, roof color now. Um, Nothing too special. I was trying to give it that kind of rectangle type spooky haunted house thing where the bats would you would think the bats would fly out and then appear Scooby Doo on the screen, but yeah, so that I'm trying to get a little bit of grass bushes going on and so forth, trying to get it nice, um, at least a little decrepit. I put some bushes around this sex dungeon entrance to make sure that goes away. Get some rocks. Um, but yeah, so remember, this is a collab with Kanto. So if you want to see the furniture being placed in this house, her channel will be linked in the description and in the annotation at the end of this video. Go feel free to check her out. She's close to 1,000 subs, so help that out. Push her to that point where she can use the sponsorships and all that. I know I'd be excited if I was her. But yeah, thank her for letting me collab with her. And like always, I will see you in the next video. Later.